Subnautica is one of those games people always describe as relaxing. But as a dad with limited time, I remember it being a little more like manage your oxygen, don't get lost, and try not to get eaten. So with Subnautica 2 coming out soon, I wanted to jump back in and see what it actually feels like now, especially in short sessions. Is Subnautica actually dad friendly, or is it going to waste your time? If you're new here, I break games down into 3 things: time fit, mental load, and life compatibility. Basically, can you make real progress in short sessions, and does the game actually respect your time? Starting with time fit, this one's kind of a mix. At the beginning, it's pretty open. You're just swimming around, grabbing resources, figuring things out. There's no strict missions you have to finish, which is actually great for short sessions. And one of the biggest wins here is that you can save and quit basically any time. I literally saved in the middle of the ocean, came back later, and I was in the exact same spot. So if something comes up, you're not stuck finishing something or losing progress, which is huge. But this game has a serious just one more thing problem. You go out, grab one material, then realize you need something else. Then your inventory fills up. Then you're swimming back to your pod, and suddenly your short session is gone. And early on, you are slow. You spend a lot of time just swimming back and forth between places, and that adds up fast. On top of that, you're constantly managing food, water, and oxygen. So even when it doesn't feel like you're making progress, you're still spending most of your time just trying to stay alive. Even in my session, I made some progress. I upgraded my oxygen, crafted some tools, unlocked a few blueprints, but it also felt like a lot of time was just spent trying to stay alive and get back to base. So technically, Subnautica fits into short sessions, but it doesn't always feel like it respects them. Mentally, Subnautica is interesting. On paper, it's actually pretty simple. You're gathering resources, crafting tools, scanning things, unlocking blueprints. It's not a complicated system-heavy game, but the game keeps you under constant pressure. You're always watching your oxygen, you're always thinking about where your next resource is coming from, and early on, there's not a lot of direction. So you kind of just swim and hope you find what you need. And that's where the frustration can creep in. At one point, I built a base, and then I completely lost where it was. So those materials were just gone. Later on, I finally built a sea moth, took it out, ran into a Leviathan, it destroyed the sea moth, and then it killed me. So yeah, that was a productive session. And that's really the trade-off with this game. It's not hard in a traditional sense, but it can feel like you're not making meaningful progress, especially if things don't go your way. So mentally, it's not overwhelming, but it can definitely be draining in a different way. For life compatibility, this one actually does a lot right, with a few caveats. You can pause anytime, you can save anytime, and you can step away whenever you need to. That alone makes it pretty flexible for short play sessions. One thing I really liked is the log system. If you get interrupted or miss something, you can go back and replay it, which is great if you're playing in short bursts or coming back after a long break. But the moment-to-moment gameplay isn't always interruption friendly. If you're deep underwater and something comes up in real life, that's not exactly a great time to be distracted. You're managing oxygen, trying to stay oriented, and things can go wrong pretty quickly. Audio also matters more than you would expect. You're often hearing danger before you see it, so it's not really the kind of game you can half pay attention to. As far as playing around kids, it's not a horror game, but there are definitely moments that can get a little intense. I ran into a Leviathan, and yeah, that's probably not something you want happening in the background, unless your kids are into ocean nightmares. So overall, it works around real life, but it's not something you can casually play while juggling a bunch of other things. So, is Subnautica actually dad-friendly? I think it can be, but only for a certain type of player. If you enjoy exploration, don't mind a bit of tension, and you're okay with sessions that don't always feel productive, then yeah, this can actually work well in short bursts. But if you're looking for something more relaxing, or something where you can just jump in for 30 to 60 minutes and guarantee progress every time, this probably isn't it. Because Subnautica does give you the flexibility to stop any time, but it doesn't always feel like a good time to stop. And honestly, coming back to it, I definitely feel a mix of, this is really cool, and also, why is this stressing me out? So yeah, Dad friendly, just not always dad relaxing. If you've played Subnautica, I'm curious. Did it feel relaxing to you, or just stressful the whole time? And with Subnautica 2 coming soon, I'm definitely planning to check that out as well. So I'll be doing another Is It Dad Friendly for that, and probably a recap series too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you after bedtime.